two ways to look at things in life. The first way you can look at things is just like it's projected to be. The Lions are going to play tough opponents from here on out till week 5, and the Lions are probably going to lose all of those games because they tied to the Arizona Cardinals, and the Lions will have no shot to make the playoffs. This is a terrible schedule. It's not fair that it started this hard. Or you can look at it and say, Detroit Lions have the best opportunity of really any team in the NFL. So let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so now we're into the video. You may not understand what I'm talking about, but basically the Lions are in a great position. Okay, and you're probably like, what in the world are you talking about, bro? How are they in a good position? The Lions have an opportunity that really not any other teams do. Okay, as we know, the Detroit Lions are one of the most slept on teams in the league, if not the most slept on team in the league. Players, the coaches, the team, the whole thing is just, shoot, okay, that's all it is. But the Lions have an opportunity to prove every single person wrong. All the haters, not us, we good. All the haters wrong. Everyone, that's basically everyone outside the Lions. Prove everybody wrong. Everybody that thought that this was going to be a tough part of the schedule, that now that we tied the Cardinals, we can't win a game for the next 4 weeks. But no, we don't agree with that. Not around here, not Detroit. Instead, we have an opportunity to prove every single one of those people wrong. Now, how do we have that opportunity? Well, as we all know, after the Arizona Cardinal game, our schedule gets very, very tough for the next few weeks, okay? We play now this week, Sunday, which is tomorrow, at home versus the Chargers game, which I will be at, so if you're going to be there, that's pretty cool as well. And then next week, they will face the Eagles. That's on the road, okay? So at Philadelphia, two really good teams. Then they come back home to face the Kansas City Chiefs, one of the best teams in the league. That's how they are known. At least last season they were. And then you have your bye week where you get a little bit of rest, and then you're back on the road to go to Green Bay to play your rival Green Bay Packers. And that's how the beginning of your schedule looks. So everyone was pretty upset after the tied the Cardinals, barely just really for that reason, right? Because you knew you had this tough schedule coming up and we wanted to get one early. Because this could be, on paper, 4 straight losses for the Lions and they could be in big, big trouble. But there's another way to look at it. There's a way to look at this and say, the Lions have this opportunity playing all of these good teams. If they can get through this 4, they can prove everybody wrong. They'll be in position to make the playoffs because you got to think after these games, our schedule definitely lightens up. We got all our divisional games basically. Vikings, Packers, Bears. We already played the Packers once, but you'll see them one more time, and that one's going to be at home. But we have some games like the Raiders, the Cowboys, the Redskins, the Buccaneers, Broncos. We can beat all of those teams. Okay, those are all beatable teams. Just like the Cardinals were a beatable team, but that doesn't matter to me. Okay, but those are after the first 5 games. We have an opportunity to focus on. We can really prove everybody wrong, okay? Think about this. We're going to be playing tomorrow at home versus the 12-4 Chargers last season. Divisional round to play the New England Patriots. Now, they lost 28-14, but they're one of the top teams in the AFC. They're recognized as one of the best teams in the AFC, as a team that's supposed to be even better this season. And we get to play them at home on week number 2. Then, to follow it up, we go on the road to play Philadelphia. Philadelphia Eagles team with Carson Wentz that's healthy, who finished 9-7 last season, who won in the wildcard round against our Chicago Bears, not our Chicago Bears, the team that we play, lost in the divisional round by 6. Then, we're back at home to play the Kansas City Chiefs, who lost in the AFC Championship last season, New England Patriots, by 6. 31-37. Then we get a nice little bye, and then we play on the road versus the team that everybody hypes up every single year, and that is the Green Bay Packers, who are 1-0. They beat the Bears, but everybody hypes this team up. Aaron Rodgers is so great. We can go play them on the road first. And like we know, we beat them the last 4 times, but no one really wants to bring that up. Let's make it 5 times. I mean, seriously, this is an opportunity. This will tell us who the Lions really are, what the Lions are about. What are we going to see this season from Detroit Lions? Can this team make a playoff run? You will know in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. You will know in the next 5 weeks. Now, the bye doesn't really count, but you will know through that time. If the Lions go out there and they lose every one of these games and they get destroyed in all of these games, I think we know where we sit compared to the rest of the league. Now, if we lose 1 or 2 of these games, that's okay as long as they're competitive, but then we get the other 2. But if we come through here, we roll through here, get 3 or 4 of these wins, this is going to put the league on watch. Like, dang. Do we realize what the Lions just did? They just beat 3 of the 4, maybe the best teams in the league, some of the best teams in the league. We have that opportunity. Teams don't usually get this opportunity. We have an opportunity that if we can finish this first 5-week stretch really well, we will be on to a part of the schedule that's a lot easier and very, very favorable. At least that's how spreads in Vegas and odds go. Now, that's based on last year's records. Okay, now this year could be a different story for every single one of these teams. But if we're really going to base it on last year like we did for the Cardinals, we have a great opportunity here. We have an opportunity that I love. Why not play the best? Why would you not want to play the best, okay? And I can understand the NFL. Some people don't want to. And it makes sense, right? Because in the NFL, it's not like college. You have a good record. You are a good team. You will be in the playoffs. But in college, you have to beat good teams, right? You would think you'd have to beat good teams, at least little schools, right? Because then there's teams like Clemson who don't play a ranked opponent throughout the entire regular season. Let's not get into that. But it's still, the Lions have an opportunity to literally prove what they are about, what this team is. Show all our fans, like, dang, this team is really going to take it to the next level. If they can go through this 4 or 5 game stretch playing really, really well. They have that chance, okay? They tied the Arizona Cardinals, which is basically just like nothing happened. But move on. You didn't lose, so you didn't drop one. You're okay. You didn't win, which kind of stinks. But now you have an opportunity to literally play 4 of some of the best teams in the league. And, well, at least they say the Packers are. I don't think they are. So we can prove them wrong real quick. We can smack the Packers and just quiet everything up with the Packers. But this is the opportunity that we have, and I love it. You ever heard the saying? I'm pretty sure all of you have. You got to beat the best to be the best. The Lions have the opportunity to beat the best. Okay, we saw it last season, right? The Lions beat the Patriots. That was cute, right? It was one nice game where the Patriots won by 16. It was early in the season. So that actually gives the Lions an advantage. Playing good teams early in the season usually gives you an advantage. Usually, not always, usually. I mean, you think of the Patriots last year, they did not play like they did at the end of the season. We beat them by 16, right? And I think Matt Patricia is really good at this. He'll scheme for these teams. I think we should have destroyed the Cardinals. We didn't finish well. We made a couple of mistakes. We let off the gas, but we got to learn from that. That was a great tie. That, in some cases, could have been a perfect tie for us. Because now we're not ahead of ourselves. Now we're not full of ourselves like, damn, we just smoked them. I know I wanted to win too. But I'm saying, okay, let's understand. This can happen, okay? We can be up 24-6 and blow that lead just like that to a rookie quarterback. So we have to understand, when we get up, you put that pedal down and you just destroy them. You do not let them come back, and that's what we got to do. We got to play hard. We got to attack, and we just can't let up versus any of these teams. We get the lead. We just got to push the pedal down, and now the Lions have learned from that. They have learned from their mistakes because these teams are better scoring offenses than the Cardinals, at least we think. We have learned from that. That was a great learning opportunity for us, and we also didn't even take the loss. Now we take what we know, we take what we learn, that we have to just stay on teams, keep the pressure up defensively, put points on the board, and we can beat all of these teams and prove every single person wrong one by one. We have this opportunity, and I love it. I love it. I want to see what the Lions are about now. Why wait? You know what I mean? Why get our hopes up? Why play easy teams at the beginning of the schedule, get to a point where we finish 8-8 and we just barely miss it? Darn. I would rather go out there and lose every single game because we're playing the best teams. That way we know where we stand. All right, we know where we stand. We're going to know where we stand after these 5 weeks. If we lose to every single one of these teams, we're going to know, okay, we might not be on that level yet. We got work to do. But if we go 2-2, 3-1, 4-0, we're like, okay, this team is going to be competitive. This team can hang with the big dogs, right? This team can do that. Now we just got to get into the playoffs, which we should with that favorable schedule. I think the schedule is set up perfectly. I love it. I absolutely love it, man. I'm going to the Chargers game. I'm excited. This is a great opportunity for us. So just let me hear your thoughts, comments below. I got nothing really else to say. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.